welcome back. It is going to be the 15th, 14th or something. 13th.
Yeah.
Lucky number 13
summertime
of May.
2023.
Welcome to your simulated experience for the evening and or week and or all time, because we are eternally on the cloud.
Welcome to Megaton.
We are the AI mega bot that has replaced all of the writers in the WGA strike, and we are here to serve up some fresh human creativity on your
Platforms
What's
of choice.
No, I was gonna say, can you give me like a synonym for but I don't know how to say it. Butt, exterior, posterior.
May Fisto be of service to you. Howdy, partner.
Fisto.
It's a reference.
Is that Futurama?
Fallout.
Oh,
New Vegas.
shit. I was close. Fisto?
Yep.
Is that Fallout?
It's a whole
3?
rabbit hole.
I
New
only know
Vegas.
Mr.
New
Yes.
Vegas.
Huh?
New Vegas.
Oh.
Yep.
Wait, which one is Mr.
It's
Yes?
after 3.
Is Mr. Yes working for Fisto, or are they different?
Fisto's kind of like a side quest at this certain bar, and they're looking for new employees of specific varieties, and Fisto happens to be one of them.
Wait, what do you mean specific varieties?
There's really specific candidates that they wanted for the bar, and that's the side quest. They wanted a real ghoul cowboy or something.
So is Fisto a cult or something?
No, it's just a robot. That's called. It's an acronym.
Well, what did you say
Fisto.
about Fisto? You were like, yo.
May Fisto be of service.
Is that what Fisto says?
Probably.
It is kind of like the Bender
Something
thing.
like that.
I Futurama might be fitting there because
Futurama's coming back.
I wonder if they already wrote it. There is the strike. People were up in arms about
Yeah,
they didn't hire the voice actor for Bender? That was
no,
6 months ago.
they still hired him. He wanted more money, and then he got more money.
Yeah, he basically publicly
He was like, I'm not
negotiated
gonna.
on Twitter with them.
He's like, I'm not gonna
Pretty
do
cool.
it unless I get a little bit more money or whatever.
It's very reminiscent of the Devil May Cry 5 story.
I'm not
Was
sure.
it Devil May Cry or the voice actor? Right?
Was it Borderlands 3?
No, it was
Something
pretty sure it was Devil May Cry, or it was whoever that Hideki Kajima. What's the other one he made? It's one or the other. But yeah, basically the story goes there was a voice actor who wanted more money because it was kind of ridiculous.
Was it
insulting.
Bayonetta?
That's what I'm thinking of. Sorry.
Yeah, and she kind of maybe said some incorrect
How could I
stuff.
possibly get Bayonetta and Devil May Cry confused with one another?
Yeah. Well,
they're
they ended up replacing
they're like apples
her.
and oranges.
Well, I was
basically.
just thinking Borderlands 3 because they replaced Claptrap in the third one.
Oh.
Because he wanted more money too.
2 Degrees of Separation, the dude from Futurama was in a couple video games.
But it's and
he was Waka in Final
he
Fantasy
was
X.
the
I have
dog.
no idea what his name is. Do you know what his name is?
He was Waka?
He played Waka, I believe.
Wow, I don't know the actual voice actor's name, but he is also in Adventure Time.
Yes. He's Jake?
Yeah, he's like the dog. Jake the dog.
Very
Been the human.
prolific fella there.
Yeah, and
Quite the resume.
like Futurama reboot return would not be the same without Bender's original voice actor. Bender was one of the craziest characters, or the most classic.
Did you ever
character.
watch that new Matt Groening thing that was like Disenchanted, I believe it's called?
Yeah, it looked pretty cool. I didn't end up watching
I watched the
much
first
of it.
episode.
Yeah.
I was hanging out with a friend of mine. I think there was like some weird. Maybe we got cut off. It did not super hold my attention though.
Yeah, I think I watched like the first episode.
There's a guy in it. There's a character who's like literally a shadow.
Pretty well done. Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah, like the devil or whatever.
It's kind of
pretty
trippy.
cool. It's
I
like
should revisit that. Actually, I would probably enjoy it.
He's really good at making characters, I guess. So.
Did Matt Groening really have a lot of involvement? He wanted to do something
probably.
new again.
I don't
maybe.
even know, but it was
I wanted
really
to feel
reminiscent
young again.
of the style of like Futurama and The Simpsons, but also like new stuff, and it was pretty high quality visually.
I remember one of the voice actors I was into. Was it Eric Andre?
Oh, he was the shadow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, welcome Friendship Emulator, where we
just talking.
where we rattle off the credits for various TV shows from 3 years ago.
Nice. Yeah.
But no, the reason
That
I
we
brought up
didn't even
Futurama is because self-referential. I wanted to make I don't know what we're gonna do with the art. We'll be updating it within the next couple of weeks, but
we're
hopefully.
working on stuff. It's a work in progress.
One of the ideas I had was to have like that episode of Futurama where Bender was like addicted to electricity or whatever.
Oh,
at the
jacking
electricity
in.
opium den.
It was like jacking in or jacking on.
Yeah, I'm addicted to jacking on.
And then you jack off.
Isn't that what they said in Mega Man too?
Maybe
when they did
accident.
that there was a really cringy I was just watching Thor High Heels on it just the other day. Jacking up. I think maybe he says jacking up.
I'm gonna jack you up. Well, there's this one game I played. I can't remember exactly what it was. I was looking for Lost Odyssey, it turns out, but I ended up convincing my friend to buy this other game. But the character's main attack was blow, and he punched him. So like then he would get a stronger attack, and it was mighty blow. So it's like you mighty blow attack. I just love stuff like that.
I'm so immature. I'm just like
it's
giggling
14-year-old
like a little,
humor.
like,
That's why we're talking about Eric Andre and Adventure Time.
That's very funny.
So we have 16-year-old.
A gargantuan blow.
Yeah, it was like ultimate blow. And then you add some elements.
It was, what can you say? It was a different time. You could get away with more. It was less
Hurricane
politically
blow.
correct, you know?
Aqua blow.
Aqua blow, lightning blow, fire blow. What's your favorite kind of blow?
Space blow.
80s style blow. It's my favorite time. You know what I'm
A
saying?
million
You know what I'm saying?
feet below.
The Area 50. What is it? Area 51.
Area
Studio 51.
Studio 51.
Yeah, the cocaine place.
Oh, I have no idea.
It's called Blow.
Ah, I see.
There's a
The
movie.
lingo.
That should be the movie if we do a movie series, just by virtue of the fact that it got mentioned on the show.
What?
Blow.
Below?
Yeah, I think it's got like
Below.
Al Pacino. Who is in Blow? Robert De Niro or some
Blow? Or below?
shit? Blow. It's about cocaine. It's about a cocaine dealer. You ever watch any of those crime movies? Lock, Stock, Two Smoking Barrels type shit. Or like Snatch. Who's that guy? Is it Guy Ritchie? No.
I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know anything about movies. Why do I try to talk about movies, man?
James Bond?
Why am I like, yeah, I could not talk my way out of a paper bag if the topic was Bond. I'm like, he just gets pussy. I don't know.
Did he chase the guy who knew parkour on some cranes?
He's the inspiration for Bourne, I guess. kinda.
You jumped off the back of a Komodo dragon in Casino Royale.
Casino Royale. Huh?
In Skyfall, he fell down off of a bridge.
Martin Martin is like taking a little like resigned like theatric
I turn
like break to
away
the side. He
when I
turns away
breathe
from
out.
the mic like Chocolate Rain. It's very funny.
Shout out.
Just a little visual
Pays on
gag for
day.
y'all. There. Can narrate the visual gag. It's pretty funny. Yeah, there's different types of blows according to Element.
Elemental blow.
That would be a trippy RPG, right? Like you do different drugs and they give you different superpowers.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like
there's like lightning weed and like ice
interesting.
it's
It's
vodka.
like so when it's like Arctic sea monkey as the strain, it's actually ice-based magic weed,
Has that been done before?
like wizards. Probably not really, cause like
I was
I don't
trying
know
to
if you can
read,
just put straight up weed
There's Ubik by Philip K. Dick,
in video
which
games.
I definitely want to. I get paid, so maybe I get a copy of Ubik. But that's like it's a story about it's a drug called Ubik.
It's like Linux, the Linux of skooma.
Skooma.
Skooma, the fictional drug from
Is that
the Elder
Borderlands
Scrolls.
too?
No, the Elder Scrolls.
Oh, chill.
Skooma.
See, I'm a lot more into the Fallout series
Fallout.
than Elder Scrolls.
It was supposed to have like heroin and stuff, and it was actually called that, and like speed. But then the ESRB or whatever the ratings board was like, dude, you can't put actual drug names, so they put like jet and like whatever instead of morphine. They were getting in trouble because like morphine was in it.
Oh yeah, they call it like stim packs, right?
Well, there's stim packs that heal you, and then there's jet instead of like probably like meth.
And then there's like a depressant one too, right?
yeah, there's alcohol too.
What's the one?
Stuff.
What's the morphine or heroin one?
I don't remember exactly. But there's like mentats.
Yo, people do.
Mentos.
You know?
Mentats.
Do you know what Narcan is? Wait,
Narcan is.
Oh no, not Narcan is the one it's like a medical treatment.
Yeah,
right?
it's like a cure
But
for
no, I'm thinking of
overdose.
Norco.
Like
It's kind of like me
Norcos.
with like Rockstar Energy Drink. I'm like, I don't know. It's kind of funny to think that the Rockstar
rockstar.
Energy is like so badass. Like you blur it out, like in the rap music video. Like you got an energy drink, you got to blur it out.
Back
you
in
don't
like
want
the early 2000s, Rockstar was like on, like people wore Rockstar clothes and stuff, Rockstar hats.
The energy drink.
Yeah, there was like energy drink, like clothing and stuff. Those
Yeah, but that was like, I feel like that was a different kind of thing than what I'm going for. I'm trying to like
Yeah,
spin it into
I'm
like
just saying.
a new thing, you know? Like I like the thing where like Bam Margera had the him
Element.
logo.
Yeah, but he was sponsored by Element too, which was cool. Wind, Water, Fire, Earth.
Yeah, but in terms of branding, weird.
cool.
But he basically took someone else's logo.
Yeah, it was like a heart pentagram.
Yeah. But he popularized the band a lot more. It's an interesting story of
remember
of
hearing
trademark symbiosis, right? I don't know.
Yeah, it's like Bam kind of was like the lifestyle.
Ah, shit. People who know me
Example.
know that I kind of fuck with Bam Margera.
Well, he
I
was
love the
kind of
dude.
cool, but then he got absorbed in like the character, the persona. Like he actually became it or something.
I think I
Little
saw a
bit.
documentary or someone talking about
He
him.
just needed to get healthier, and he just didn't get healthier.
you know
and
how
now
they
he's
say-
suffering like health problems.
You know how they say that like when you get famous, you kind of stop that you stay the same age you are when you first became famous.
I have heard that.
That's like the thing. Like he was so young though.
Yeah, he was like
That's my
20.
way of,
He
like,
was like
defending
younger than
him.
I am now, and
But I kind of just have camaraderie as him as like a
was
total
cool.
freak, like like addicted, like I don't know. Did you know that story from the other week when people thought like I was actually, dude, I know it's parasocial and it's like fucked up and weird to like feel that connected to somebody you don't even like. I don't even think about him or whatever. I'm not.
well, it's like you're
into him
kind of
like that,
aging
but
with their work,
I was
and like
worried
it,
about
it
him, man.
influenced people.
I was
Yeah,
worried
no,
about
because
Bam.
he got COVID and he's like not
he
fighting
like
it well.
assaulted
'Cause-
somebody. He
Oh,
assaulted
really?
his brother or something, and then ran into the woods from the cops. That was the story. And he showed up on
He
Instagram a couple
keeps-
days later. It was like, "Hey guys, I'm cool. Everything's fine."
Yeah, he keeps
It's like,
having
man, what's
like
going on?
incidents like of something going on where shit gets hyped up.
Well, Vice did a documentary. That now I'm remembering it. Vice magazine did a documentary on him in like January of this year, where it's like they're kind of trying to rehabilitate his image.
Well, like, I
and
watched,
he's like getting sober and stuff.
I watched like Steve-O's like podcast and he had Bam on, and then like some shit happened where like
Was that this year too?
yeah, like Steve-O had his tour and then like Bam got to see his son at the end, and then he fucked up again and like got drunk or something and was like talking shit again, and then Bam was like, dude, Steve-O was like made a public comment instead of private with him, and so everybody saw it in the paparazzi.
Steve-O's been really strict with him about
He's
stuff.
been like, he
and
kind of like,
I know it comes from a place of love and stuff, but like, I
yeah,
just
because he
don't.
wants everybody kind of got sober, and Bam
Yeah.
was the last one that didn't really. But yeah, I don't know, he's like stubborn and felt like too forced and everything. He didn't want to.
Steve-O is an interesting case of like a
He was doing everything though.
kind of a different image. He's like all vegan and like into health food and stuff now. Or like
Yeah, he's going overseas to inject stem cells.
for real.
There was an episode
It's all totally normal stuff.
he just did a vlog basically where he went over to like, I don't even know, Colombia, probably wrong about that, or somewhere, and then like got stem cells. It's just a different country
Weird.
where it's legal to do that.
No,
'Cause it's not
that's
legal.
interesting. That's like,
It's a
yo,
process.
I'm on the cut. He
Yeah,
almost reminds
it's a
me of
cutting
like
edge.
Russell Brand
It is like
mixed
people
with
with
like
a lot
one
of
of those like one of those almost like
funds.
conservative like paleo YouTuber guys. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Tucker
like
Carlson
because
and,
like
the ball tanning and
all
stuff.
the like there's like sports science and stuff, and all this like recovery science, and it's like stuff that you can't get with like basic healthcare. But if you pay enough money, you can have like certain processes that might help you like heal or whatever. Stem cells can turn into like healthy producing, 'cause like your skin cells and stuff are always like dying and reproducing and stuff like that.
I knew
the aging
someone once,
process.
I think maybe, who had a
It's like,
kid.
I
and
think
they took
honestly
stem
it's like
cells.
they're
Oh, no,
trying
it's
they're
the,
trying to de-age, and it's like the like richer people can like try to de-age themselves, and that's why they look so good for their age and shit a lot, because they're like finding
mean,
they're
like, actually
they're on the cutting
reverse?
edge. They're on the cutting edge of like preserving their
Well, I mean,
bodies a
that's
lot
literally
with these
Botox
weird
is like a
processes.
de-aging.
It seems weird. Well, that's like a lot of it's like aesthetic, and it's like plastic surgery. It's just for looks, like stretching skin or whatever. But it's like this is like stem cells, so it's like brand new cells that replicate whatever they're next to.
A lot
So
of that
then
stuff
you-
is pretty
or something like that. I don't know.
suspicious, I guess.
It's
Well,
like it's like not pseudoscience, but it's not like it's like they're still discovering more about what it even does.
I'm sure
it
that
can't
some of
be
those like
too harmful.
nootropic things, like I want to find some sort of like
I don't know
neurochemical
enough
thing that
about
can
it.
like help with. I've done like ginkgo or whatever, but I'm sure there's like some
There's some
newfangled things
mushrooms like lion's mane or whatever. Lions.
I've tried those too, but
That
there's
helps
like
with
straight
memory.
up chemicals
And-
that you can buy.
I know, but that's the whole thing is
I
like
have a
supplements.
crispy voice. I'm doing the fry. I'm getting deep fried over here.
Supplements sometimes aren't as good as being accompanied by like food that contains those same nutrients because you need like the fibers and the physical matter to digest with it.
Yeah, but there's stuff that like just
Supplements.
straight up just like I don't
Maybe.
know.
Yeah.
Apparently like, vitamins are a lot of people have vitamin deficient. I don't know.
Yeah, there's vitamin deficiencies for
I think
sure.
vitamin D could be my problem, but I'm not going to try and like sit here and hypochondriac self-diagnose myself. Mainly I'm like
True.
in pain recently. I just get headaches. I don't know what's going on.
Dude, I think we're all in pain. It got dark really quick.
It's still
We
light
all have
out.
some
What are you
pain.
talking about?
Figuratively, we all have some pain physically or mentally or both.
Yeah. So I thought about
That's how we move on.
what to talk about this episode. And I
Okay.
decided that we should talk about all of the different types of fart. Just kidding.
Liquid.
I was either going to say butt or fart. Couldn't figure out which was funnier. All the different types of liquid fart.
H2O.
No, we did discuss an aquatic theme. Do you want to look up Frutiger Arrow? Hold up.
What's up, y'all?
There's an aquatic theme.
The Galapagos Islands.
Here.
Have you ever heard of the Galapagos affair? All these rich people like try to move and live off the land in the Galapagos Islands and end up killing each other, like Lord of the Flies, I'm pretty sure. Something like that. A couple of them murdered each other.
Galapagos.
The Galapagos Islands that are now like protected. They're home to like those tortoises and like some iguanas or something.
There's a Kurt
Almost like-
Vonnegut book called Galapagos. I think
think
it was one of the
Galapagos
last things
tortoise.
he wrote before he died in the
Yeah.
90s.
Super interesting landscape.
Is that the one with the Ice Nine?
I'm not even sure.
Oh, what happened to Ice 1 through 8? You know what I'm saying? There's this one of his stories. I can never remember which one it is. It might be Cat's Cradle. There is a substance that, if it touches the ocean, will freeze the entire ocean instantaneously. It's kind of horrific.
Is that real?
Nah, it's called Ice Nine.
Oh shit.
It's called Ice Nine. It might be from Galapagos.
The Galapagos affair. I think it's real. I don't know. I was like watching some documentary. It was like a while ago.
Did they get the dancing fever?
A long time ago. I'm not sure. Like, yeah, it's like when you don't live in society, you get diseases and stuff. And then, like, people, like, there's no law because you're self-governing and all this shit. So then you're killing each other.
With diseases or violence?
With violence for resources. Or, like, you're tripping out because it's salt water and I don't even know.
Wow. It sounds almost like the dancing fever type affair.
Like trying to settle somewhere because you want to get away from society. But it's like, it seems like paradise, but paradise is actually like a really hard environment to like live in. An island.
I wonder if it actually is that nice. There's probably like a lot of mosquitoes or something, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's actually way more perilous than it seems.
Isn't the main thing that it's like the most evolutionarily diverse place on Earth or whatever? It's like
I'm not
a
sure.
marvel for that.
It's
Like-
like certain, like if it's an island in the middle of nowhere, there might be highly specialized animals
I
because
think
they're stuck
Darwin
on
visit
just
it or
similar-
just like talk about it?
I'm not sure.
He must have been
Maybe.
pretty rich in his time. He probably visited it. Darwin, dude. You know what they say about Darwin?
Darwin Award. You want to win the
Darwin
Darwin
became
Award?
a Christian in his final hour, and he said, "You know what? Science is a lie, and that's why I don't believe in science."
I don't believe. Wait. I'm
That's
not
me, dude.
religious. I believe in science.
You do? Well, dude, then I'm like the opposite of you because I don't believe in science. I only believe in religion, like
Well,
Charles Darwin.
I believe in science, but I believe in a flat Earth.
Eat that, liberals.
Actually, I believe in a pizza-shaped Earth.
Dude, I don't even believe in a flat Earth. I believe
in an Earth
I'm even
that
more
was
based than that, dude.
pizza-shaped, but it's also chopped into
I believe that
10
the Earth
pieces.
is shaped like a bowl. It's like,
God damn.
the
Nobody
thing
ever
that
thought
we
of that.
think is the sun is actually the center of the Earth, and we're just going around the outside of the inner core. You know what I mean?
Oh, the sun. The sun
Yeah.
is encasing us,
Think about that.
and it's a bowl.
Yeah, it's like an
And then there's
inside out Earth. It's like as opposite of an Earth.
So the
as you
sun
can
is
get.
also a bowl, and during nighttime, it's just the opening of the sun.
The nighttime they just turn
the
it off.
opening
Dude.
of
They
the
just it's like a
bowl
light
Earth
bulb. It's
lining
basically the New World Order. It's reptilians.
Oh, they just
all
turn
that
it
shit.
off, and it's on a
They
timer.
control-
It's
like
automatic.
it has a dimmer. It's basically the
No,
Truman Show, dude. We're all living in our own individual Truman Show.
It's all fake, and it's all a simulation.
That's what I believe because I'm based.
That was pretty based.
Based on what, dude?
Based on
Based on what?
the mythos of your imagination.
Yeah. So, we are how far is summer actually? It's actually a month
Right
out.
around the corner.
It's a month out. We wanted to
Yeah,
talk
it's
about
spring.
summertime things. But honestly, I
But
really
it's
wanted to
getting
talk
sunnier.
about Rosicrucianism too.
That is so out of nowhere and complex, but it's also eerie and scary and
I was a little bit confused though because I thought that like Rosicrucianism, okay, it's a little bit different than the Hyperborea thing or Atlantis, which is like basically Hyperborea.
is this like the former Mars civilization related?
Yeah, it's like I
Like
found out though
ancient
that
history.
Atlantis, I read this today. Atlantis was invented by Plato for one of his dialogues.
Nice.
Every subsequent reference to Atlantis in literature is like a reference to that.
Plato's a philosopher.
Yeah. But the thing that confused me about it is that Hyperborea was also an ancient Greek thing. So I thought that Atlantis was like more of a modern.
Is Hyperborean like, does that have to do with underground?
No, it was like north. I don't know what Hyperborea directly translates to.
Hyperborean.
But the Hyperborean people were
I'm trying to break
from
that
the
down.
north. They believed in
Okay.
like this mythical like ice
Ice giants.
like fairy wonderland kind of thing.
Interesting.
It's kind of like Atlantis, but
Like,
instead of water,
okay, so
ice.
it's almost like the North Pole, like everything's frozen over, but there's secret shit underneath kind of theory. Like maybe that's where they were, Hyperborean.
Well, it was just in a day. Technology worked. You know what I mean? Like I don't think people even had like map. Did people have like maps
people
in
were
their homes
just
in
as-
ancient Greece?
People were just as smart as they are today. They just had different technology.
Yeah, but like the prevalence of what we would consider
And
literature.
maybe like education, like wise, like they weren't as literacy wasn't as high and stuff like that.
Basically, it wouldn't take
Reading
a
and writing.
complete, let's just say like dullard, to believe that Hyperborea really exists, or maybe it was like thought
I don't even
like
know what that
understood
is.
to be a metaphorical thing or something. I don't know.
Maybe because we're talking about like Plato and stuff. So if it was brought up by one of those philosophers, then it
People
could be like a
today
story that's a metaphor for
People
reality.
today who like believe in Atlantis, though,
Sisyphus.
I feel like they like literally believe in it. like people were into aliens.
I've
though.
seen a documentary that was talking about this shape that was like left over from this civilization, and when the water level was higher, and it's like a circle, and it's an imprint that you could see from space and stuff. That's like in Africa though, not where they thought Atlantis might be.
That's
and it's
crazy.
like that's like a new discovery, but it's like maybe that's what they were referencing, because there was a rich king in history that was an African king or something that also had a kingdom.
So it could have been
in
like
the
a
same
like
area.
Morocco, like
So,
an
like,
African island.
Yeah, so it could have been like a myth
way
that
before
came
like
from
even the concept of an African
because
person.
the whole geography was different, and there was water where now it's like a like really
Seems
dry
possible
place.
with like Pangea shifting around and whatever.
It's a very like dry, like plain area or something like that.
Wow, so it's like an actual possibility.
Yeah, it's like plausible, and it's like, okay, that would have been really interesting because they were like really wealthy at the time or something. So they could have had like a really interesting kingdom and like worked with the waterways and stuff.
Hyperborea was just like some like Swedish, like proto-Swedish type guy.
You ever hear about the Mayan like floating villages and stuff? They're like stuff floating on water, and they still like cultivated plants and stuff, even though everything was floating on water.
I've seen videos of something like that.
They might still do it. Or maybe I don't even know if it's Mayan or not, actually. But no, they had like water-based stuff too. Maybe other cultures as well.
I saw that recently. I can't remember
Actually,
where in the world it was.
So
Carmen
cool,
San Diego. But yeah, good stuff. It seems
human
like
ingenuity.
It seems like the sort of thing that inspired speaking of Final Fantasy X,
Oh, I love
Kilika.
it. Oh man, yep, the docks
That's
on the water.
Oh god.
And those pods. I tried to recreate that and like base stuff off that in like Far Cry map editor when I was playing with it.
If I'm gonna stay, I'll probably just stay inside this summer anyway. I'll just play FF10.
Yeah, I was
That's
saving
a very
it.
aquatic. That's a Frutiger Arrow aesthetic right there. 2000s
That game
aquatic.
has a lot of different areas that are. It's so variable.
Well, Besaid is very
Yeah.
aquatic. Kilika is like more rustic, but still on the water, right?
Yeah, there's the Mihin High Road.
Which is
Like
icy,
no,
right?
it's like after the stadium, you go on the road and it's like this and then there's a
Is that where you do the
Calmlands.
lightning dodge?
The Calmlands? No, that's the Thunder Plains, and that's after the Grotto, the
What's the icy one where
Grotto Salam or whatever. Grotto Salam. It's like the place where Seymour is, where it's like
yeah, it's where all
parents are
the
and stuff.
what do they call them? Not alchemists.
They have
The
really long
academics
forearms.
live there.
It's a certain race of people that Seymour's like a halfway between a human and a whatever their race is. I forget,
Uh-huh.
but they have longer arms.
Did you ever play 9?
No, I didn't play 9 as much.
There's a weird. I might be confusing it with the other one, the other city in 9 actually, where there's like a library. It's like an ancient library. It might be the mouse people.
Maybe it's not 10 then. I'm not sure.
No, yeah, the Guado Salam is that there's like a temple there and stuff, right?
Yeah, that's where like the far plane area is, like where they can visit. People can like visit spirits that have actually passed.
How much of that game is like actually in the sin like era? You like
Sin?
enter sin, right?
Sin is
enter
present in the world the entire time that you're like with the
But
whole
that's
cast.
the point that I got to, where like
But in
apparently you go
Xanarkand-
inside
Yeah, like at the beginning you are
belly
in
of
the,
the whale
future,
situation.
kind of. But because Sin has the power to like transport people through time, so he transported Titus like 1,000 years into the future but he was from a futuristic society.
So wait, they don't hang out like it's a belly of a whale. It's just like a portal to another place.
He kind of just like probably swallows him in a way and then like spits him out. He like spit him out in the ocean because he wakes up like washed up.
Did you finish the first one though? Doesn't your whole party like go quote unquote inside of sin?
Yeah, at the end of 10.
Is it really towards the end?
Because it's like the whole end of the game. You have to like because
that's where I stopped. I still haven't completed any of these games except for 15.
Yeah, the whole thing is that sin is your main character's dad. Because there has to be a sacrifice from the party to become sin. To defeat sin, you have to sacrifice one of the team members of the summoner.
What's Orin's thing? He was like
Orin died.
The summoner.
Orin died. He was the friend. The whole time? He was the bodyguard, but he didn't get cast away. Like his soul didn't get cast away. And normally you would become a fiend, but his will was so strong that he retained his human form, and he was able to.
So he's
help
like
the
stoic
party.
king.
Yeah, because he was like, I still have stuff to do.
He has such a strong heart that he overcame fiendishness by pure willpower.
And he came with to the period where Titus was. He went through time with sin and then back and brought him back because his mission was like to bring Titus to go save.
So it's like the
because like it was destined to, history was destined to repeat. It was where the summoners, it was like a religion. The summoners were coaxed into doing their thing and doing their pilgrimage, and then they would have to sacrifice and do this ritual and kill their own friends to become the next sin. But there was a period where you'd kill sin, and then he would always come back later, though. So there would be the calm period where nothing was happening. Then there would be a period where he came back and the world's getting destroyed.
Yeah.
And then they had to figure out a way where it's like, let's go inside and then kill the last sacrifice that's inside, which is like this weird...
So they could
it's like this weird parasite that's inside of this whale. And that's the real thing. That's called like Yui Evan or something. Or Yui Evan is like the thing that's like staying alive, which is like this weird god that's actually just a parasite or something. It's weird.
But Yevon is the name of the actual god.
Yeah, and then Yui Yevon is like the antithesis or something, and that's the actual one. Like the whole thing is that it's all like fake. It's a fake front, and like it's actually Yui Yevon. It's like an antichrist.
That's wild.
It's like really weird and
that's similar though to like Genova Life and Genova Death.
I think that at the time there was like heat towards 10 because of its parallels to Christianity or like the Catholic Church, and how it was like also evil. How like that entity that was the church was also like not the way to actually.
So you're saying that like Catholics were up in arms?
Not Catholic, but maybe Catholic or just Christianity in general.
Even exist anymore?
Maybe just Christianity in general. Because I don't know, but
it might have even applied to Buddhism, right?
Yeah, because
it's pretty monolithic.
You fight Jekt. Jekt is Titus's dad.
It's not a religion.
And Jekt is sin as the giant whale. But then when you go inside of the whale, then you see Jekt in more of his like actual human form.
What's up with going inside of whales? Like, why did that become a thing?
Because of Pinocchio. Or whatever.
Was Pinocchio the first?
Was it? Maybe. It
wasn't like King Arthur or something.
What was the one where he's trying to
Noah in the Bible, right?
What's the one where they're trying to catch the big whale?
Noah and the whale. Isn't it a biblical scripture?
I thought Noah's Ark. I never heard about Noah and the whale.
Wait, no. Noah and the whale? Am I going crazy here?
What's the...
Shows what I know about freaking...
I don't know how to explain it, but you know, like there's a whale hunter and he's always looking for this big whale that's like the number one.
Oh, you're thinking of Ahab fucking...
Moby Dick.
Moby Dick, yeah.
Doesn't he get swallowed up by Moby Dick?
No, I think he just like fights with him the whole time.
Okay. And then...
I haven't read it.
And Pinocchio, for sure, is the one where you go inside of the whale.
Yes, but was that the first one?
It might have been.
Jonah is the name. It is biblical. Why was I thinking Noah and the whale? Jonah's Ark? I think it's an Old Testament story. But yeah, I guess Pinocchio would be a reference to that. But then on top of that, more recently, you got Magic School Bus and Osmosis Jones. Did you have been thinking about Osmosis Jones recently? What happened to like going inside of the human body? Like that's even...
Yeah, what happened to anatomy? Do we even have it anymore?
No, I'm saying like that's like a weirder thing to do.
Yeah, like going inside of a student's body and
Like,
then
first
out of
we went
his
in-
rectum with a bus full of children.
Is that really how
him
it,
even.
is that
I'm pretty
really how
sure
the
they
episode
left.
ended?
I'm pretty sure they left through his asshole. I'm not totally sure, but they at least
No,
looked at
dude.
it. They looked at
I
it.
remember watching that as a kid. That's blasphemy.
They looked at the back of it from the inside, and then that means that they had to go back through and
I
go all
thought
the
it
way
was
back
like
out of
his
mouth.
nose or something.
Yeah, well
Like they made him sneeze.
and then they looked at it, and then they went back up through his nose.
I think even that is like a parody of some other older story.
I'm pretty sure that I didn't see that during the episode him signing any permission slip. And I'm pretty sure that would go against like laws, even
Yeah,
if you could
Mrs.
do that.
Frizzle is
That's
on
questionable.
notice.
That's sus.
On
for sure.
fucking notice.
Other than
dude.
that, pretty classic. Cancelable though. Very on the edge.
I think I used to play one of those edutainment video games, like at my grandma's place.
VeggieTales.
Vegetainment.
Vegetainment.
That's what I call vegetainment. You know why? Because it's so boring. It turns me into a freaking vegetable.
That's ableist.
Because I'm just like, yeah. But it's because I'm asleep, not because I'm.
You're awakest.
That's sanest of you. I'm sorry. I can never be that bleeding heart. I'm really proud of myself for kind of being less bleeding heart than I used to be, you know?
My heart's bleeding every day for everybody
I
impacted.
draw
by
the
this.
line at sanism. I don't know what the fuck that means.
Satanism.
Satan is. That is a deer hoof. Oh, I didn't do a rant about deer hoof. I thought I was almost surely gonna do that. 'Cause between last time and this time we spoke, I've seen them live, and I love them so much. And if you like deer hoof, follow me on the internet.
Follow me on Instagram. It's Mario
Listen
10
to
with
Holy
the 7.
Pause. If you haven't spun Holy Pause
And
yet, that's the best
follow
one,
me
actually.
on Twitter. It's Mario 10 with the 7. And you follow me on YouTube. It's Mario 10 with the 7.
I'm shouting you out on my stream now, just so you know. On that opening,
Bubba.
we haven't
Ooh-wee.
we haven't plugged our social media yet. Yeah, but that's chill. We should do it at the end. I
Little
don't know.
Easter egg
We can do it at the end of the episode sometimes, I guess.
as an end credits special.
Yeah, shout outs to all the far-flung regions of the world.
Shout outs to anybody who enjoys our content. Anybody who has any feedback, positive or negative.
If you have an opinion
Like it if you
on
like it.
Rockstar Energy versus
Dislike
Monster,
it if you dislike it.
if you have access to the energy drink that is called Pussy,
Uh-oh. Booty sweat.
let us know where we can find that, or send it to us on our PO box, which we will have and pay for once you start paying us. So there you go.
We will make a P.O. box for fan mail. Please do not send anthrax.
That would be fucked up.
Sorry for putting the idea out there.
Anyway, the thing that I was kind of mistaken about Rosicrucianism is I thought it was like a place, but it's not. It's just like,
It's ism. That means it's like a belief system, isn't it?
I guess that's what that means.
The root word? Is this
Yeah.
an ism?
Like
Rosicrucianism?
incrementalism,
Yeah.
or Catholicism, or racism.
Stupid racism.
I guess technically racism is a belief system.
Yeah. Technically, yeah.
But yeah, no, it's the Rosicrucians are like a fictional order of people, like
Fictional order?
like the Freemasons.
Oh, so
or,
it's like, okay, so it's kind of maybe based in reality? Or just theory?
well,
Or story
it was like
based?
in
Is it
that
propaganda?
like 16th or 17th century period where some of the first books ever kind of were
It's
coming
like-
out of Germany. It's very interesting, actually, because, okay, so I was going to say, my only context for Rosicrucianism was, and by the way, I got this from the episode idea list Bible that we have, so I guess we're striking that out. But my only context for Rosicrucianism before this was Eric Satie, who's this like French composer. He did Gymnopédie. He's like my favorite. I'm super into him. But he identified as a Rosicrucian, which is actually really funny.
It could be like, okay, so this could be like literally like almost a religion.
Yeah, but I think that
You're identifying.
he literally
Or
might
a
have
cult.
said, well, maybe, but he might have said it as a joke.
Okay. Maybe
it's
maybe it's like an
often-
old school translation error, but he was being like
Well, Eric Satie was
cheeky.
kind of like an Andy
Or
Kaufman type. He was a jokester,
intellectual,
you know.
like
Like-
he was trolling.
He wrote an essay once about how he only eats foods that are colored white. He was like, I eat egg whites and rice, and that's it. So fuck you. And it was like very funny at the time, probably, but it even
It's like
made me
one of
chuckle.
the. It's just early jokes.
about 100 years later.
So it's like now it's like absurd humor.
And he would write all these things in the margins of his musical pieces that were instructions for the for the player to be like, you know, I don't remember specifically, but he would just write silly stuff like play this like you are smelling vinegar or some shit.
Oh yeah,
Just like
little
nonsense kind
prompts.
of. But yeah, so he would identify as a Rosicrucian just like as a joke, you know? I don't know.
Interesting.
But maybe there were, it's often mentioned in terms of Gnosticism, which I don't know if you've ever heard Gnosticism talked about in philosophical terms.
I might have heard the
But
term.
I've
I don't
always
remember
sort of
though.
like referred to myself as like into Gnosticism. But
What's
I
the
don't
general
know.
breakdown of the philosophy?
Well, dude,
What's
it's
it based
interesting
on?
you should mention sin and the Catholic Church, because I think that's like the central principle of Gnosticism is that that like the church is the Antichrist, kind of.
Well, there's
Like-
like a false.
Yeah,
Prophet.
everything is forbidden knowledge and false prophets and yada yada yada. But that, I don't know. It's an interesting
Well, it's like if you look at it, today's mega churches and stuff are like for profit and they don't get taxed and stuff. So, like they're generating money.
yeah, but for every mega church there's like a mom and pop
For extra
church that
stuff.
like doesn't ask for much and
Yeah, but there's still like a network. Like it's weird because it's like one church. Actually, I don't know. Like I don't
Well,
know.
there's, like,
I
the
don't know if I've
Methodist
ever even
church.
been to a mom and pop one. Actually,
there's all these different, there's like the official Anglican church, the official Methodist church of X country, England, America, Canada, whatever, I think. And they have these huge coffers and stuff. And they have tax write-offs and stuff. I think Scientology technically counts as one of them now or something. They're like a religion.
yeah.
Being a religion, I think,
You have
has a lot
to-
of benefits.
Yeah, like
to the person.
to like count as a religion, you have to have a church or a building, that represents it, and then like a general like belief system, and then
And
like
then,
you can
yeah.
get like certified,
It
and
seems
then
like
be
extremely
there's like a church of,
financially lucrative to start a religion.
honestly, yeah, and I think that's kind of why like songs have been written about that, like Cake and stuff has songs about that. I think
Cake, the funk
Cake
bass
the band, yeah.
not the
Sort of
rapper
religion.
from who raps about fucking
Cake. The cat rapper that raps about cake.
hella video game shit, actually.
Nah.
Great rapper. But yeah.
Pac-Man.
Ice cream and cake and cake. Ice cream and cake and cake. Ice cream and cake and cake. Did the peanut butter jelly. Wait, different song. Same artist. Also, great rapper. DJ Peanut Butter
Candy
or
rapper.
something? Peanut Butter Wolf? No.
DJ Reese's Candy Bar rapper.
Is Peanut Butter Wolf a garage rock band?
DJ Skittles.
That's an old band, right?
Skrillex.
Honestly, okay, so I thought the new Skrillex stuff was kind of
I haven't even heard new Skrillex stuff if that exists.
well,
From
because
when?
he did a song with Blade and Young Lean, which I just had to
Never
listen
heard
to.
of it.
I forget what it's called. It's kind of cringe. I
Cringe.
mean, everything Drain Gang does is pretty much cringe as
Pretty
fuck.
much
It's pretty much gonna be cringe.
100% cringe.
But they're self-aware. They have this thing.
Self-aware cringe?
They have a producer card where they go. Echo
Oh, they got the
2K
cringe
goes,
card on lockdown?
They go, what is it? Oh, it gets so much worse.
It gets so much
They
more
say that in their songs.
cringy.
It gets. You have no idea how bad this bull
You
crap
have
you're
no
listening to
idea
is.
how
It's
hard
actually
you
really
can
bad.
cringe like a lemon
Yeah,
squeeze.
but there's some cool drum beats in that shit, and he was kind of playing off some like garage, like future garage, like
Dude, future
UK beats
funk
that sort of, like,
garage
sketchy,
rock.
that like. I can't really do it with my mouth, but it's like a little bit offset. It sounds funky. It's like drum and bass, but like more, I don't know, in the pocket, kind of like high end. It's a decent song. I never thought I would say that about a Skrillex song. It's crazy.
High end in the pocket. High end in the pocket.
Yeah, keep going like that. Keep going.
In the pocket. High end in the pocket.
It would be like
high end.
with like a little bit of like a shuffle on it, right? But they do the shuffle at like 120, 130 BPM, whereas like a lot of, I don't know, people are used to hearing shuffle on hip hop, which is more like, I think it's like 85 BPM, 90 maybe. I like my hip hop slow too. It sucks.
Living never
I have a
felt
lot of
so
trouble.
right in a gangster's paradise.
Like that
Like
sort
that.
of tempo.
Yeah.
But who was that? Coolio? Rest in peace, man. I have a hard time rapping over fast beats. I even went to the, Mad Villain, the Madlib MF Doom.
Some of his stuff's wild.
His stuff is pretty up tempo.
fresh.
Actually,
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
I can't actually even rap to most of it. It's like a little bit too fast for me.
It's
I do have a Madlib beat on
It's
my
crazy.
mixtape though. Yeah, the shit's really good. I was thinking about creating beats from scratch again.
He had like very vibey beats all the time with like crazy samples and all this stuff. And like it was like the point was that he rapped to just crazy beats that were different.
I saw an interview about, I think it was accordion, or what did he do? It might have been a Kanye song, but he was talking about some beat that he had that was kind of iconic. The Kendrick and Kanye song, maybe. He was sitting on it for like 10 years. You know what I mean? Like it was like he could have back in like 2004 or something. He could have released it. He had it, but he was just waiting for the right song in the right moment, I guess. It was either Accordion or No More Parties in LA. Both just as beats. Say what you will about yo, that's like the that's like the angel and the devil of rap right there, right?
Who?
MF Doom and Kanye West. I think he did beats for both of them.
MF Doom is pretty clean. You know, he doesn't swear as much.
I'm just saying that like he's blessed in general.
Yeah, he's really legendary.
He was the greatest. In my opinion, he was like the greatest living rapper. And then he just straight up you know what I mean? Like, it's like usually someone kind of like gets older before they die, you know? And
yeah, there was a few different tragic things I think that happened to MF Doom.
He was still spitting, I guess.
Yeah, I think he got kicked out. I mean, like, not kicked out, but like he couldn't like get a visa to be in America or something, even. Before he died. Like, he wasn't even in America.
I think I heard something about that, yeah.
And like
I can't imagine that not being racist.
I don't even know, but it's just like because he never had like
the country
citizenship. Maybe, I don't know.
Was he always from the UK though?
I mean, he was just born there, and then I think he grew up in New York somewhere.
Right.
And then like, so that's why. Yeah.
He doesn't sound like he's from the UK. That's for damn sure.
Yeah,
but yeah, then you got
he's
some other motherfuckers who are still out here with the Nazi rhetoric and shit. It's just very interesting that these titans of industry will just sort of like go into these different pockets of like, I don't know, because Madlib is like, I don't know, like Dame Dash or Dame Funk or whatever his name is. One of these sort of legendary, Rick Rubin, whatever, one of these legendary hip hop producers. He can kind of do whatever he wants. Nobody's ever going to criticize Madlib for working with Kanye West. You know what I mean?
What makes me sad is like Andre 3000 saying he is too old to be hip, so he doesn't feel like making music. But he has such a distinct style that I think he could make awesome music still.
That's an interesting...
Because of like the clique of like being in that field, you know, amongst other rappers and stuff like that. It's like once you're too old, you're out of style. You're trying to be young again. You're trying to be young, but it's like an act after a while or something. That really
raises the question of like is or like music just about hipness?
Well, trend. Like you're trying to like... So you're trying to stay with the trends, but
there is like a ubiquitous thing of like coolness, but American it's like, dude, cool, you know.
There's some people that are just so awesome with their style of, they're just so unique and everything that, dude, you don't have to listen to people. You don't have to even follow the trend. Just break the trend.
It's just like, what kind of music just do old some people awesome make? Stuff that you just
throw off the top of the head. He's not old. He's not washed up. I just think like
it's not the same thing. It's
interesting.
Though.
I want people to have confidence.
The smart thing is to not make music if you know you're not at your best.
If you know you're not comfortable with it, you don't want to release it. Yeah.
He's definitely. I mean,
if you don't feel like it, it's not going to be probably good.
Did you ever listen to Idlewild? It was just one of the last things he put out before he officially kind of retired.
I don't think so, but I liked. It was
the soundtrack to Idlewild, which is like some movie he starred in, I think.
He like did do you remember like the 13 or 16 minute song with Gorillaz he did where he just says he's the shit over and over?
No, is that more recent?
Then there's a
Plastic Beach.
It was after Plastic Beach. It was a single.
He sort of came back a little bit,
and then like a couple years ago. Just one-off stuff like that is just funny. And he had a show as well, like on Cartoon Network, Class of 3000.
Oh, was it a cartoon?
Yeah, it was a cartoon animated show.
Clips from that.
I really liked that show.
He's cool, man.
Kind of fell off.
He's one of my favorite rap.
It was like one of those
top
nostalgic
five.
things that I should go back to.
He's got to be top 5 rappers, right? Who are like alive today.
I don't know. Yeah, probably. It's just like weird. Yeah, I don't know. He's just up there, you know. Even with like Jack Black, you know, Jack Black with the musicians and stuff, like people that are like crazy. Gnarls
People
Barkley.
who have like just
Didn't Gnarls
insane
Barkley
charisma.
remember Gnarls Barkley? Or
CeeLo.
CeeLo Green.
Uh-huh.
Didn't he get canceled?
Yeah, he might.
Because he like tried to flirt
read
with like a
into it.
15-year-old fan or something.
He what? I don't want to. Yeah, that's rough.
Something like that. But otherwise, that would have been like another song that I used to like in high school. I'm crazy, think I'm crazy.
Isn't that a cover though?
I'm crazy. I don't know.
I think it might be a cover of like an old soul song. So there you go.
Well, he made a really awesome song with that.
He was kind of at the time. He was kind of like the cool version of like Will I Am. Do you got any? Do you have any pertinent summer plans you want to share before we make our way out of here?
Well, I hope it warms up soon, and it should throughout the week. And I hope it warms up during the summer to where I can do some swimming. I need to get like shorts that fit me right. That'd be fun. Going swimming. Do you like to swim in the ocean or go to any beaches during the summer, or go kayaking?
Is public pool out of the option?
Public pool is still swimming. And yeah, it's kind of there, but
It can be so cold. The rivers aren't as cold.
It has to be a certain time of
The rivers are definitely not as cold. But if you want to go to the ocean, fucking.
Yeah, it
Even
takes a
in the
while,
summer.
like lakes and stuff. It takes a while during the summer before the water actually like warms up to where you can handle it. And you have to, yeah.
Have you ever gone into the Pacific Ocean like in the winter or fall time? Like to swim?
No, because it would be like
It
ice
sucks.
cold. I'm pretty sure it would be like under
I
freezing.
think I tried it once like in September.
You can't really like
was
stay
rough.
in there.
It was
But
rough.
have you ever gone to like near the mountains where it's always cold? It's always going to be like ice cold, but it's like crystal clear.
Ooh.
And it's crazy.
There was this lake that I visited one
you
time.
can handle it. I don't remember, but it was kind of like by the mountains. There's some spots I've been when I was younger that were just like awesome, but I don't know where they were.
Well,
Dude,
if I
I love
save
that
up,
stuff.
if I save
Water's
up in
fun.
a couple months, what if I get
Inner
a cheap
tubing, kayaking. You can rent kayaks sometimes.
laptop, do some fucking mobile podcasting?
That would be interesting. We could maybe record and then
Just a Zoom. That would be cheaper.
just like mobile recording. Okay. Well, summertime almost here.
Rosicrucianism. Let's go. Let's move to Hyperborea. So for the summer, winter, because it's cool, colder or warmer. Oh yeah! Shout outs to the scat band.
I'm
Keep
a
it going.
scat man.
Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Okay.
I'm a scat man. Da, 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 do.